Hey guys, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new video for you. This is going to be a tarot reading, but it's going to be done a little bit differently. Just because I have been doing a lot of shadow work lately. It's where I just journal my private thoughts and then do some tarot readings to help me make sense of them. But I've had a couple of cards repeat in several of these readings, and I wanted to share them with you because I think I'm going to sneeze in a minute. I apologize. Of course, now that I say it, it's gone away. Go figure. Anyway, these cards have come up in several readings back to back, and that's a sure sign I should pay attention to them. So I'm going to share what I have been getting with you guys because I think there's a message that I should be telling you. So that's the point of this reading. Hopefully something will resonate, and if it does and you want to see more, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell notification. So I know that you're interested in seeing more like this, but also that you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. And I've also included my social media links in the description below, so you guys can get a hold of me outside of YouTube if you would like to. So, before I get to the cards, the deck I'm using for this is the Illuminated Tarot by Kaitlin Keegan. And sadly, this is one of my more underused decks, and I think that is a very, very sad problem, because look at the artwork on that. Look at the artwork. I mean, it's so pretty, and you can see there's a couple of unique differences with this tarot versus a standard tarot deck. There's there's at least 20 cards that are missing from the standard deck, but this particular format can actually be used in like actual card games and not necessarily tarot, even though standard playing deck and the tarot deck are very similar. But just the artwork is so pretty on that. Yeah, I think this is the Hierophant, but you can see this is the Five of Diamonds. It just so pretty. I love this deck. So we're gonna be using this deck for today. Now some of the cards that I've been getting back to back have got me sitting up and paying attention to what's going on around me, and I realize a lot of stuff's happening right now. We're all potentially very tired of being at home, and I agree. I do agree with you. We just have to keep going. We have to keep going with it. And some people who don't agree, I understand where they're coming from, but it's really isn't safe to be out right now, and that's all I'm gonna say. I think we all know what I'm referring to, but if not, yeah, it's okay. I'm not gonna go any further on that. But what I will say is that these cards have resonated with me as well. So finally, let's get into it. The first card that I saw repeating in my shadow work was the Ace of Diamonds. And this is the World card in this deck. Here it represents like peace, open-mindedness, travel. There's definitely a sense of completion and a job well done. For me, I can do one of two things with this card, at least in my situation. One, that I was actually meant to be traveling this month, and we all know what the situation with that is. Obviously, I'm still at home, but I feel like in the larger context, we will see some of the restrictions become lighter. I don't want to put a whole lot of stock in that because it's still very serious what we're going through, and it's still a sense of what we can do safely. But I think the sense of the job well done coming into this is that we've made it this far, and we should be proud of ourselves for doing that, even as it is nerve-wracking and sad, and we have to keep going because it's going to benefit us in the long run if we stay home and try and keep ourselves from getting sick. That's where I stand on it. I respect and understand if you disagree, but we're here now, and we need to make the most of it. So that is the Ace of Diamonds, or the World. The next card that I kept drawing is the Eight of Hearts, or the Moon. That, looking at this, it's mildly creepy. This card is mildly creepy, but I say mildly creepy in terms of the idea of being subtle. There's a lot of mystery or a lot of instinctual things happening right now. For me, I think I talked about this in another video, but there are some creative projects that I'm planning on over from May into August that I'm hoping will bear fruits. We'll see how it goes. Instinctively, I feel pretty good about doing it. There's some things that I'm a little insecure on right now, but it's a matter of working on it and making sure that I'm as informed as I can possibly be. But on the other side of that, I might be telling myself that this is a thing. I might be showing myself certain things that won't happen and that are just little visions in the air in front of me and not actually tangible, for me. It might not be, I don't know, but this is the mystery. This is the mystery that's coming out for me. This is where my instincts are telling me, if you feel okay to try, you should try. And that's what I'm going to be doing from, like I said, from May into August. And you will see what comes of that very soon. That is the Eight of Hearts, or the Moon. Now, this next card admittedly scares me a little bit, because our situation with the lockdown and the self-isolation and all of this, it is very scary to me to think that this could change. And it's scary because what if it gets worse? Hopefully it gets better. I'm really, really hoping it gets better. But it is the Six of Clubs, or the Tower. And it represents sudden, drastic changes. Maybe there's a shift in perspective or a revelation that you didn't think was going to happen for you. And all of these are really quick, sudden changes. You see the lightning bolts in here? Quick, sudden change. And it's scary because of the upheaval, because of this idea that you have the things you need and you might not have them anymore. And that's really nerve-wracking to think about. But you also have to understand that these changes are happening for your benefit. And it might not seem that way at first, like everything's falling down around me. How is this beneficial? It's beneficial because while you've lost, you know, you may have lost what you thought was secure, but you can rebuild and you can remake. So we talked about the sense of completion and a job well done. We talked about mystery and instinct, and we're talking about change. Maybe the plans for this project that I have going on next month won't come to pass. They won't come to fruition like I think they will. Maybe it won't happen at all. But I can still take those things and say, okay, so it's not happening this way. What about this way? And I have to know that I have the strength and the power to continue moving forward. We also have the strength and the power to continue moving forward, even though we are homebound, even though we can't really do anything until the world heals of this virus. We can keep going, and we can endure, but we have to give ourselves time, and we have to make sure that we're doing okay up here and in here. So that is it for the reading. I hope that some of this resonated with you. Again, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that I know you're interested in content like this. And you know what, I'm just happy to have you along for the ride anyway. So even if you don't subscribe, like, or hit the bell notification, go ahead and pass it on. I'd be happy for you to do that too. That is it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Love you guys.